everybody! Welcome back! It's the last day of our garden club, and wow, you guys have been posting such amazing pictures on Padlet. So let's take a look at our microgreens and see how they're growing. And today we're going to make a healthy snack with our food that we grew. So look at these broccoli microgreens. Wow! Can you believe they're so tall? And mine are kind of facing in one direction. Why do you think that is? I think it's because I had these in a window that doesn't really get that much sun. So these poor little plants were stretching as far as they could to get to the sun. But that's okay, they made great microgreens that way. Now these plants have only been growing for 1 week. So these little baby broccolis just have 2 little leaves that have come out so far on my plants. And those 2 leaves are actually called the seed leaves or the cotyledon leaves. And those are the 2 little leaves that are curled up tight inside that teeny tiny broccoli seed. Do you remember when you were watching these sprout, which part of the seed came out first? It was the root, right? Just like with the garlic, those roots started. The little root pops out and then 2 little seeds that are curled up tight inside that baby broccoli seed sprout out, and these are those seed leaves. So if you let these grow for a little bit more, you'll start to see 2 more leaves come out, and those are the first 2 true leaves. But for microgreens, we can eat these baby seed leaves, or we can eat some of the baby true leaves also. Now yours might have grown a little differently if maybe your window is a little colder or warmer, or if you planted a different number of seeds, or if you get a lot of light, then your broccoli might be nice and stocky and short. So everyone's will grow a little bit differently. Let's see, do we have any roots coming out of the bottom? I think I see 1 little root coming out of the bottom of mine. So they have some nice long roots in there. Usually plants' roots are just about as long as their tops. So if you can imagine that this plant is this high, the roots are this long too. Now, if you just planted 1 little broccoli seed by itself where it had more space to grow, because these are really crowded, you could get a little broccoli seedling that looks like this. This has been growing for about 4 weeks, and we could plant this outside to grow, and it would grow into a big, huge broccoli plant, which would be big like this. And then the broccoli itself is the flower buds of the plant. So this little broccoli would get big, and then it would have a big stalk up the middle, and then it would have a cluster of flower buds that are green flower buds, and that's broccoli. Broccoli is a whole cluster of flower buds. And if you let those flower buds sit out there because you don't pick them to harvest to eat and you just let them grow all summer, they turn into a whole bunch of flowers. And the flowers make the seeds that we planted right here for our microgreens. So if you still have some broccoli seeds left in the spring, you could plant some outside and see if you get broccoli. So let's check in on our garlic. This garlic has only been growing 2 weeks, and it's really tall. These sprouted really well. They must have had just the right amount of moisture and heat, and they had a little bit of light, but once again, they're pretty stringy because my window doesn't have that much light. And there's tons of roots coming out the bottom. Let's look and see how many leaves I really have here. This one you can see 3, and this one here has 2. There might be another little baby leaf coming up in the middle. We can definitely pick some of this for our snack. But the other garlic that I grew, I had planted some of the really small cloves, and this was in a much colder area, and it's only just sprouting. So yours may be growing at a completely different rate than mine. They might be bigger and fatter and taller, or they might be just now coming up. I have one that's just coming up there. But even if you have a little small one with just a tiny leaf like this, we can still trim a teeny bit for our snack. So how did it go with your compost tea? Did it get smelly? The more you stir it and the more oxygen that's in there, the better it will smell. If it doesn't have enough oxygen, then the bacteria that don't grow in oxygen, that are anaerobic, start to grow, and those it can be a little stinky. But did you dilute it with some water? Did you go half compost tea and half water? And then did you pour a teeny bit on your garlic and give it a little bit of homemade fertilizer? And what did you do with the rest of your compost tea? Did you put it outside, or did you put it on some houseplants? I hope you had fun with your compost tea. So now you know you can make some homemade plant food whenever you need to. So today we're going to make a snack. And when we make a snack, we want to have 2 or more food groups. So now we're going to add the most important thing, vegetables. So we're going to snip a few of our microgreens and we're going to wash them off. So what you can do is maybe take a little section of your microgreens, maybe just about that much, and we'll put these in a colander to wash. Now these microgreens that you already snipped are not going to grow back because you've taken the whole entire growing point off. The part that's growing is gone. They're not going to grow back. But these other microgreens will continue to grow and they'll start to get those other leaves I was telling you about. And you could keep these growing for about maybe 3 or 4 more days. So you will have to use them up quickly, but you don't have to use them all today. And then we're going to trim a little bit of our garlic. So let's take our tallest leaf and maybe we'll just cut off a little bit of some of the garlic. And this garlic, you can continue to let it grow, it will get more leaves, and you can trim little pieces to use in your cooking. Okay, I've washed my sprouts and garlic, and now we're going to make our snack. So we're going to take our little rice cake that has the whole grains, and we're going to put our cheese on top. We're going to take our little microgreens and stick them on top. Just think of all the different ways you could use microgreens. You could put them in sandwiches or on salads or as a garnish on top of just about any food. And what about this garlic? Let's take our scissors and we'll chop it up into little tiny pieces that we can snip on top of our snack. All right, look at that. Look at this healthy snack that we made with the vegetables that we grew ourselves. And how many food groups do we have? I see 3 on here. Wonderful. Should we give it a try? That was delicious. Isn't it amazing that you can actually grow your own food? These little microgreens actually have so many more vitamins and minerals in a biteful, say, than an actual whole broccoli. They're loaded with nutrition for you. Try one just by itself to see if it tastes like broccoli or not. I can taste that broccoli flavor. Radish microgreens really tasted like radishes too. It's amazing that those tiny little seeds carry all that flavor. Do you taste the garlic in your snack? Do you like garlic? Garlic is pretty spicy. That garlic has tons of flavor already. You have another pot left over and you could plant something else in it. You could do another round of your broccoli microgreens if you still have seeds left, or you could find some other seeds that you might have around the house that would be good for microgreens. I planted some beans. So these are black-eyed peas that I had in a bag at home. You could also use some red beans or some white beans. I planted these and they grew like this. So these have gotten kind of big fast, but these can also be eaten as microgreens. These could go in like maybe an Asian stir fry. So these baby plants are edible as sprouts before they get too big. So if you'd like to try some different kinds of microgreens at home, start with a food seed, not a seed packet for planting outside because those are not really meant for eating. All right, so now let's go outside and see if we can plant this garlic outside and maybe it will grow over the winter and maybe in the spring we can actually pick garlic, a whole head of garlic. Because remember, this garlic needs some cold weather to make that whole bulb. So it's nice and cold out. So maybe these will transplant outside. Let's give it a try. All right, we're outside and we're going to plant this garlic into the ground. So my garden bed is covered in leaves. And I'm going to move some of that leaf mulch off. And now, because we have this biodegradable pot with the roots coming right out the bottom, we can plant this entire pot right in the ground and it will decompose. So this is amazing. This is so much better than using plastic, right? So let's go ahead and dig a hole that's big enough to put the whole pot into. Now I've dug a nice deep hole, and that's important because we need to cover the top of the pot as well. So we have to dig the hole big enough so that the top of the pot is covered. If we leave the pot a little bit above the soil, then this peat pot is going to dry out from the air, and it's going to cause the entire plant to dry out. That's why it has to be buried so it stays nice and moist. So we can bury the entire pot, and we can also even tear off some of this outer top of the pot. That way we can be sure that the pot is not going to dry out at the top. I'm going to stick it like this, and I'm going to cover it over. And I can bury those garlics a little bit so the pot is totally covered and the garlics are nice and settled in. And now we're going to mulch around the garlic just like we did before when we were planting the cloves. This is so important so that the garlic stays nice and moist in the winter, and so that it doesn't get too cold, and so that the weeds don't grow. So look at that. Well, I have had so much fun doing Garden Club with you, and I'm so excited to see your pictures on Padlet of your snack that you made with the food that you grew all yourself. And you can also keep this garlic in your pot in your house. So it would be really fun to watch it grow in the windowsill all winter and see how long you can keep picking little garlic greens from it. Thanks so much for being in Garden Club. We've had so much fun growing our own food and tasting it and trying it too. Great job, everybody. Bye-bye.